No, it doesn't go through it here either. The Mishnah in Sukkah goes through it, and it says, well, by the pouring of the water, you have so many. I believe it's an extra 27. Does that make sense? 21, 28 is 48, right?
28 is 49.
No, 21 and 27. So it divides it up into when they're getting the water, another 3, and when they're bringing the water back, another 3, and when they're pouring it, and it keeps going. And then you have the Musaf, who's an extra 9, and so it was Erev Shabbos, you have an extra 6, I think. So the longest, the most amount of blowing of the shofar that you could have would be 48. It would be Erev Shabbos and Sukkot, and the pouring of the water, all of that together is 48. In Peichs Mishnei Nevalim, you always had 2 navels. Here, this Tilim, this interesting Tilim, has pictures in it.
Oh, it's an instrument.
It's an instrument. I have a picture. Yeah, look. This is what they claim is the navel here, but let me show you something better. They say that's a navel. Let me give you something better. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's like the harp. They have all the instruments that are mentioned. But look at this one. This is the kinar. Here's the navel. You see the kinar? And this is the navel. I don't know what the difference is. See that? Anyway. You see it? See a navel? And that's the kinar. And the shofar. And the chatzaitzres. This is, yeah, it looks like it's made from wooden. They're pulling, that's what they're saying. They're pulling it off the Bar Kochva coin. On the coin, it says, that's where they're getting it from. They're getting those pictures off the coins. They're showing you the coins that they got it off.
The top one says 2 strings, no? These 2
That's what it looks like. Isn't that interesting?
Single strings.
Yeah, that's so interesting. You see that?
No, look at the safe one. Let's see what this is.
Your lips to God's ears, great name.
It's a good Tilim. It's just very expensive. Okay. V'loy meisifin al shisha. So you can have 2, but you can't have more than 6. You're not going to have less than 2 liars with a Y, and not more than 6 navel. In Paisam Mishnei Chalilim. I don't have a picture of the Chalil in there. I would like to assume it's that little Chalil is a what do they call the Chalil?
Flute?
Yeah, but what are we
call
it a recorder.
Yeah.
We call it a recorder. That's in modern Hebrew. It's Chalil. V'lei mesivan al shnei maseh, and you don't have more than 12. Ub'shnei maseh yoyim b'shana, 12 days during the year. Hachalil mak lefnei mizbeach. The Chalil plays here. It's called bangs. It plays in front of the altar. What are these 12 days? B'shchitas Pesach Rishon, during the slaughtering of the Korban Pesach, the first one. B'shchitas Pesach Sheni, during the slaughtering of Pesach Sheni. Yom Tov Rishon Shel Pesach. Okay, we're up to 3 already. Yom Tov Shel Atzeres, that's 4. Atzeres is Shavuos. B'shmoines Yemei Chag, and 8. 8 days of Sukkot. So 4 and 8 is 12. It wasn't made from copper; it was made from reed, because it's more delicate, or more clear, nice, pleasant. Maybe ours is sweeter. This means that when they would conclude the song with one flute, because that was nicer. It wouldn't be with everyone together. Like it ends off like on that one with the one flute. A solo, right? Va'avdei kayanim hayu. And the people that would do this were the servants of the kayanim. Divrei Rab Meir. Meir says this. Rabbi Yossi Amr Mishpachas Bais Begarim Bais Tziparia Me'imam Hayo Masiyim Lakuna. Rabbi Yossi says that no, there were these families of Bais Begarim, Bais Tzipra. They came from a city called Imam, and they were miyuchas. They had yichas, and therefore they could marry kayanim. Rabbi Chanina ben Antikna Shem Leviyim Hayo. Rabbi Chanina says these people that were playing this were the Leviyim. Okay. All the music was done by the pouring of the wine that was done by the karbanos. That's when they would sing, and that's when they would play. The Gemara says, Masnisin like Rabbi Yehuda, our Mishnah doesn't fit with Rabbi Yehuda. Why? Because the Mishnah started off, we said that there's 21 tekiyos, and according to Rabbi Yehuda, the Tanya, Rabbi Yehuda says, Rabbi Yehuda Imer, start in a Braisa, Rabbi Yehuda says, he says that the least you can have is 7, and the most you can have is 16. Now, what's the ratio, the comparison between 21 to 48 and 7 and 16?
So this is back to the tekiyos?
Back to the tekiyos.
Okay.
The comparison is 3. It's off by 3. It's the factor of 3 in there. If 7 times 3 is 21, and 16 times 3 is 48. And so they're counting every individual tekiya, true tekiya. And Rabbi Yehuda is counting that as 1. Tekiya, true tekiya is 1. That's why Rabbi Yehuda has 7, and the most you can have is 16. And we said that no, that least you can have is 21, the most you can have is 48. The Micah Miflagi, what's the argument? Rabbi Yehuda savar tekiya, true tekiya chadei. Rabbi Yehuda says that when you say tekiya, true tekiya, that means 1. That's counted as 1. It's 1 mitzvah. So you're doing 1 mitzvah when you do tekiya, true tekiya, or you're doing 3 mitzvahs. So Rabbanan sabri tekiya lechud, the true lechud. Rabbanan say no, each one is separate. Tekiya lechud, and that's also separate. My time with the Rabbi Yehuda. Why does Rabbi Yehuda say this? That it's all 1. Ksivu skatem trua. It says that you'll blow a trua. It should say skatem tekiya. No, but you see that it combines the tekiya and the trua together. Uksiv trua yisku. And it says a trua you'll blast, which it should say trua yisru. It means that it's all 1 mitzvah. It's combining it together. Rabbanan say, that's telling me that every time I blow a trua, I always need a tekiya before it and a tekiya afterwards. It's like a sandwich. I blow a tekiya, then a trua, then a tekiya. Rabbanan my timer. What's the reason for the Rabbanan that they divided up into 3? The ksiv, because they have a clear pasuk. It says, when you gather the people, tisku v'leiseriu. You blow the blast, but you don't blow the trua. According to Rabbi Yehuda, it's always together. Tekiya, trua, tekiya is 1 thing. It's 1 mitzvah. Why when you gather the people, it says that you blow the tekiya, but not the trua? If you say that it's all 1, Hashem says you do half a mitzvah. Rabbi Yehuda says Simon Balmahil. That's not the mitzvah. That is just something that you do to call the people, but that wasn't considered the mitzvah. According to whom does it go? This that Rav Kahana said, that you're not allowed to make a separation between the tekiya and the trua. It must be Rabbi Yehuda. Come on, Rabbi Yehuda. Must be Rabbi Yehuda because he holds it's all 1 mitzvah. Gemara says pshita. It's obvious like that. It has to be Rabbi Yehuda because according to the Rabbanan, it's 3 separate mitzvahs there. Mao de Tema, the Gemara says, why do you have to tell me that it's Rabbi Yehuda? It's obviously Rabbi Yehuda. The Gemara says, no, it's not so obvious. It could be that it's really the Rabbanan. Mao de Tema, if you look at Rabbanan, ask you that it even goes according to the Rabbanan. But even according to the Rabbanan, we're trying to say, to exclude the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan, to negate that opinion. Why? Because Rabbi Yochanan says, the Amar, he said, Shama Teisha Tkiyas B'Teisha Shoyis B'Yayim Yatza. You have to hear 9 Tkiyas. If you heard every hour, you heard another Tkiya, you're Yaitza. Kamash Malan is coming to tell me that no, even according to the Rabbanan, that they're all separate mitzvahs. Nevertheless, you can't divide it up like that. So it doesn't mean that that's the opinion of, that when it says you're not allowed to be mafsik between them, it doesn't mean that it's Rabbi Yehuda. It could really be the Rabbanan. It's just saying you can't make these huge hefsekas, an hour hefsek. But maybe you should be allowed to, according to the Rabbanan. Same came, my v'lei klum. So what does it mean? V'lei klum. Oh no. Not maybe you should be allowed to. Maybe it's not the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda. Maybe it actually is the opinion of the Rabbanan. And we're coming to exclude Rabbi Yochanan. Gemara says no, because it doesn't make sense, because it says v'lei klum, you can't make any hefsek. V'lei klum, you can't make any hefsek, that must be Rabbi Yehuda. He's the only one that would say that it's one mitzvah, you can't have any hefsek. If you want to get into the discussions about the shvarim, do you take a breath in between and not? This is like the beginning of that. What type of hefsek that you're supposed to have? Taisus here begins that. Okay. Shnei masayim v'shana maki b'chalel. There's 12 days of the year that you bang the harp. Now it says bang, it means that the harp, the chalil, the flute is played. Maishna hani. Why these 12 days? What were the 12 days? When the Karban Pesach is shechted, Rishon, from Pesach Sheni, the first day of Pesach, the Shavuos, and the 8 days of Sukkot. The 8 days of Sukkot. Okay. Why these days? The Gemara says, "Hayol v'yachid gam b'emes halal," because an individual will complete the halal during these days. These are the days that you complete the halal. Dam Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan says, "Mishum Reb Shimon ben Yehoitzadok." Reb Shimon ben Yehoitzadok was earlier.
There's plenty of other days when you pay the whole halal.
Like Hanukkah. Okay, we'll get to that.
No, more than that.
Tell me.
No. In the first base of Mikdash, it was said 11 times.
The first 2 days of Pesach.
No, because we're in
only one
Chutz
day.
La'aretz. Go back to Israel.
Only one day.
So that throws us off a little bit. So it's really just these 12 days. Let's see. He says like this. Right. Well, he says, "Shmoina aser yamim shayachid goyim es halal." There's really 18 days that we say halal. Shmoina yemei achag, 8 from Sukkot. Shmoina yemei Chanukah, 8 from Chanukah. Yom Tov Rishon shel Pesach. We're on 16, right? 8 and 8. Now plus 1, 17. Yom Tov Rishon shel Atzeres. Pesach, the first day of Pesach, the first day in Shavuos. Yom Tov shel Atzeres, okay. That's the 18. Ubegoyla, what about outside the land of Israel? You have to add an extra day to Sukkot, an extra day to Pesach, an extra day to Shavuos. That's an extra 3. Esrim ve'echad, there's 21. Tisha Yemei Achag, there's 9 days to Sukkot. Shmeini Yemei Chanukah, that stays the same. Chanukah is only 8. Shnei Yom Tovim Shel Pesach, 2 days of Pesach, the first 2 days. Shnei Yom Tovim Shel Atzeres, 2 days of Shavuos. Okay, good. The Gemara asks a very fundamental question.
Tonight.
Ma'ishna b'chag damrinan kol yom, or ma'ishna b'pesach t'layamrinan. Why on Sukkot do we say halal every day, and on Pesach we don't? The Gemara answers, kol yom adechag chalukim b'korbanei seyem. But the Pesach ain't chalukim b'korbanei seyem. On Pesach, the sacrifices are exactly the same, so therefore you don't say a halal on each day, but every day of Sukkot, the halal, the karbanos are different. We change the sacrifices. That means it's a different holiday. It's a new holiday.
But if it's a carbon that determines it, then if the carbon causes you to say halal on the first day, the carbon should cause you to say it every other day.
Right. It must be the uniqueness.
I think it's brought down to 3 criteria. A unique carbon, and it's called moed, and that malaka is asur.
Exactly.
Those 3 things.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Shabbos. The Gemara asks,
What happened to the night of Pesach in this count?
Oh, the Hasidim say the halal by night in Shul. That must be just a minute.
You're kidding me.
you're talking about by the Seder or in Shul?
I'm talking about in Shul. We
Oh.
say it 11. They said it 11 times
Uh-huh.
because this count was only 8. It should have been either. Should have been one more.
Right.
Well,
Let me
say
just
2
get to a
days.
spot where I can stop over here, and then we'll. Shabbos techalukah b'korbanei seah. What about Shabbos? Why don't we say Hallel? Lema. The Gemara says Leikri Mayed. Shabbos isn't called Mayed like Naftali just said. It needs to be called Mayed, a holiday. Rosh Chodesh Dikri Mayed Lema. Why don't you say it on Rosh Chodesh called Mayed? It says Layikdish Basiyas Malacha Diksiv. Hashir Yelchem Kalil Hiskadesh Chag Laila Hamakudesh Lachag Ton Shira V'Shem Kudesh Chag Ein Ton Shira. Okay, that's Pasuk says that if it's sanctified as a holiday, then Laila Hamakudesh Lachag Ton Shira. If it's sanctified as a holiday, that means that you don't do work. Then you say Hallel. Otherwise, you don't say Hallel. Here we have in this Tosfos here on the top, you have the discussion about saying the bracha. Very interesting discussion if we're supposed to say a bracha or not on Rosh Chodesh, because we say it anyway, and it's a very interesting piece. The minhag in Chabad was always that we don't say the bracha. You rely on the chazan. I remember
And that was
in the-
changed. So
in the Chabad shuls. I remember growing up, someone would announce that the chazan's going to be mighty everyone with the bracha. And somewhere along the lines, they switched. There's a new minhag.
by the way, I bought that.
Really?
It's $40 on Amazon.
Oh, that's a good price.
Yes.
That's a
You
good
write it
one.
down, Rabbi?